Hello gamer, as Obama once said, you just fly the bomber. And today, I'm gonna review a game called
Stellaris.
I feel obligated to review this game, because I know it for like all its career since 2017-16, so I'm a man for the job. So let's get into it. When you usually upload a game via Steam or Epic Game Store or something, or store, Walmart, you wanna polish that game. You wanna make it good, so the people will not cry about it, that is a piece of shit and shouldn't be existing, and where's my money back? So, did the Stellaris say that thing? Well, it wasn't horrible, but it wasn't good. Nowadays I can play that game. I can see that many things been added. Many DLCs have been dropping, about DLCs later, and the game is just better and all. It's just like comparing the state of game on a launch to what is this now, it's like two different games. As for the graphics, game looks absolutely gorgeous. Just look at the stars, at the alive planets, which is an oddity in a dead and empty space, which is made very well. I still feel kinda bad for the ships. Even if they look good, there is not many models of them. I mean, there is, but like variations on them. You can see how much there is, and you think, oh, that's pretty much a lot, but in reality, no. You're gonna stick to one spaceship model or two for eternity, and there is a help with mods. You can install mods that will add you the ships, or you can wait all your lifetime until Paradox picks their ass and makes something new, which sounds not real. Okay, let's go back to the graphics. How do you think how much this game weighs? Can you run it? And I will ask everything. Yes, you can run it. It literally is like nothing on the size. This is a potato game. This is like Doom. You can play it on a fridge and still have like fucking 100 FPS or 60 FPS. It's just well made. It's better made than a goddamn EU4. They still trying to make better, but they decided to just drop EU4 because the engine is so broken and make a fucking Victoria 3, which I will never play in my life after I played Victoria 2. Okay, let's not talk about other Paradox game titles. Let's just talk about Stellaris here. Now I can talk about battle graphics. I especially waited to separate it from the just looks of the game and particles and fighting stuff, because this is where the fun begins. In Stellaris, the bigger thing is the better it looks. It goes to ships and also battles. So the more ships you have, the bigger of a show you have. It's just that simple. Here's a comparison. Small army fighting small army.
Initializing hostile engagement protocols.
And there is big army fighting big army. And here is a Star Destroyer.
Technology discovered. Rad.
I wanted to do a sounds review, but then I realized I played without sound for 200 hours. So, yeah, let's just jump into the faction creation. If you want to create a new empire, just click New Game, Create New. It's just that simple. Then you can start building your empire, race. I mean, it's both at the same time, so fair enough. Most of the stuff is just visuals, but remember that visuals are most important in your real life. That's why I walk and dress like a homeless person. So I'm gonna skip most of the things and leave it, because I don't care. Except the captain creation or your president, whatever, the Imperial Guard, whatever you're gonna call him. Make sure he's human and not black. Most important are traits, which are saying if your race is retard or big brain.
Knowledge.
So definitely pick intelligent trait and quick learners, because that shit helps with technology and you need it. Next important one is government and ethics. This is where you pick if you wanna be a democracy or a Hungary. So watch out. Remember only that if you're gonna pick militarist, this is gonna be your main faction in the government, and you should try to appease them so they don't grow, bored of your ruling, just, try to appease them. If they want a war, go to war. If you have pacifists, don't go to war. If you have a I wanted to end the subject, but then I forgot that the origins exist, so let's let's talk about Origins real quick. So what are the Origins? Well, Origins is another DLC to milk you out of your cash by Paradox. Okay, enough with the jokes. It gives you different starts so you don't have to start from the same one all the time, blah blah blah. I usually pick the Prosperous Unification or the On the Shoulders of the Giants. You know, it's just a story. It's like backstory to your empire and you're trying to excavate the remnants of that empire that left life on your planet or something, you know. And I literally don't care. I literally just click buttons, and if something good, I take it. That is all for the Empire creation, but I want to mention that Advisor's voice, Materialist, sounds like some guy from Payday 2. And if you ever have a game, please install it and click on it and tell me who is that, because I can't remember for my brain. I'm stupid, okay? So you have your Empire created. What do you do now? Obviously, you start a game and you see these settings, and I don't care to explain them, so figure it out for yourself. Now you started the game properly, and you can see you have 3 types of ships on your main planet. The military, the, of course, scientific ship, and the building ship. Here is what you have to do. Don't care about the military for now. Go to building station and try to spam as much as building and scientific ships you can, because for the early game this is gonna be important, because you want to move and explore the systems, colonize them, and become a powerful player in this boring game. Oh, here's another pro tip: close borders for anybody. Don't let them go through, because they gonna, you know, take over the stuff that's inside you, and that's gonna look like fucking Holy Roman Empire, so yeah. So yeah, early game is just an American frontier simulator until you're gonna find some aliens. When Stellaris was still an early game, the first communication was like, okay, there are aliens, okay, here we go, and they just pop up on a map and that's it. Nowadays we have something called First Contact Protocol, and you just send your ambassador to the aliens, which are unknown to you, so he can figure out who is that, you know, trying to fucking WhatsApp you through half of galaxy. And when you figure out who is that, you have 3 options to pick: aggressive, neutral, and the friendly one. So now you're in stage of no return. You build a plant, you are cock-blocked by the alien empires around you. What do you do now? Well, you of course build your economy and army. I think you should have done that earlier, but whatever. Let's say you are building your empire and economy, you're searching some shit, and then you get a pop-up: join the galactic community. You have 2 options, yes and no, of course. Click yes. This gives you an option to vote in a parliament of galaxy. Basically, galactic community, just like politics in real life, is fucked up. So be prepared that they gonna vote for some basically useless shit that you don't need or they don't need, such as human rights or next-gen consoles. I hate this game. Okay, this politician stuff is kinda boring. Let's go to a war with alien empire. What do you mean you don't have navy? But you have a fortress on their border? That's gonna be easy anyway. Declare the war. Make them go to your fortress. They die in a fortress. They build more ships, lose their economy to the ships. They die again on the same fortress you build. And the cycle repeats until they have nothing and you can invade them and basically take the land for free without anybody shooting you back. Planetary invasion, let's go! I like to think they just marching onwards like Napoleonic style. No tactics, just bayonets and marching to their capital. That's how chants do it, bro. That's a lot of slaves, baby! Who would know that you could make so much money out of unemployed people? You know what's funny? Your army's being on other side of the goddamn galaxy, and then you have a fucking Great Khan spawning near you. So yeah, that's a funny moment, bro. So what is the Great Khan specifically? Well, he's one of the threads about to destroy or conquer the goddamn galaxy you are in. So be prepared that some of them will have bigger armies definitely than you and will whoop your ass. Great Khan isn't considered a crisis, he's just a bunch of bandits coming together to whoop up galaxy, and that's it. But just like the Unbidden or the Contingency, and also I can't read them, the Feroin's Courage? Feron? Fate overthrow? I don't know. When you kill their main source or shut down them or something, they stopped being a threat anymore. So when you kill a Khan, the threat is over, you can go home. When you kill the Unbidden Portal, they are also dead, but they are remains. Remains such as their still active ships trying to kill you, or their country still being alive, which is annoying. Because Great Khan dies and his country goes into a shithole, then his country goes up and it's something Khanate. And they'll still exist, I don't know why. Back in the day, they were bandits and that was a good thing. So what is a crisis actually? Well, a crisis is an event that threatens entire galaxy and life within it. They are big and powerful, and you will hate them each time they spawn. Maybe they are powerful, but remember that you can stop them. Yes, you. All you have to do is defeat millions of their soldiers, kill all their armies, and capture their queen. Or close the portal they are coming through. So yeah, that's Crisis for you. Fan fact, if you have Nemesis DLC, you can become a Crisis yourself, just for a price of $29.99. Usually after the crisis is dead, there is nothing more to do. Technology is dead because you already research everything. And yeah, you probably are now ending off your rivals and conquering some parts and galaxy you didn't took before, and that's it. It's kinda over. Don't worry, we still have a lot of things to talk about here. That is more boring mechanics such as politics and economy. Diplomacy is pretty fast, so let's do it right now. How do you open diplomacy with Alien Empire? Well, you click on their flag and then you can see diplomacy menu or something. Then you can see your status with that Alien Empire, policies that they have towards you or other empires, and many options. Don't worry, you will be only using 4, that is harm relations or improve relations, make claims, demand tribute, demand vassalization, and declare war. There is nothing you need more. Maybe I offer a trade offer deal, but it's up to you really. But those 4 definitely you will be using all the time, so don't care about others. Don't care. Just literally they will not accept most of them, and some of them are useless, so that's why I'm speaking about only these. So yeah, that's diplomacy for you. Let's talk about economy right now. I would like to divide economy into planetary and non-planetary. Let's start from non-planetary. Non-planetary, as the name says, is not on the planets. Although it is on the planets, but not habitable. It's usually like some shit planet that you will never try to colonize, so fair enough. To dig these minerals or energy, you have to have a construction ship, whatever you call it, to build the mining stations so they can, extract the minerals, gases, and other things from the rocks or something. So yeah, that's really it for the non-planetary economy. Planetary economy, that's a bit complicated. As you can see when you click on a planet, buildings, populations, and stuff that your planet provides and needs. I don't want to get deep into this, but I'm gonna just tell you that if you have minerals, they will turn into alloys, and alloys turn into ships. Food turns into, food, so fair enough. Then you have technology, which helps you with, ships, and also your planets, so don't ever try to, disregard technology. Always build at least 3 to 2 building stations that provide technology. Also, the goods for the populations, those are very important. If you don't have them, the populations tend to revolt on the planet, so I would love to tell you that don't disregard them also. The unity is also what you get the traditions, but in a moment about traditions. So yeah, there are also edicts that help you with technology, ships, production, so try to pick them up if you can. Okay, let's wrap up the traditions because I'm going insane. As you can see, there's a lot of traditions to pick from. JK, you have only 7. On vanilla, of course. They provide you with different stuff such as boosts to economy, technology, space exploration, unity, shit and cop. So basically, they are very important. So yeah, that's it for this epic review. I know, I forgot it, the Fallen Empire, how to build your ships, what technology should I focus on, on events and what they do, most of the mechanics, but trust me, you don't have to know this from me. You will play the game and it will be like second nature after 2 games, so I don't need to make it so long and explanatory. About the bugs, yeah, there happened, but mostly crashes. The crashes is the Paradox motto. If the game doesn't crash at least 10 times during your gameplay, it's not Paradox game. But in reality, this game like crashed 2 times during my entire review here, so it's safe to play. It's good. I give it like 8 out of 10, so have fun.